I'm going to try to make some wings for my doll in a different way, and for that I went on Google and googled wings, and I found a lot of nice wings, and I printed them out on a piece of water slide paper because I have this idea that I'm going to try, and I printed some bigger and some small ones, and I'm going to cut them out, and then I will be back. And I transferred that onto some clear packaging. And when it's all dry, I am going to cut them out carefully. I cut out the wings and I'm placing it on some toothpicks with the water slide paper upside. And then I'm mixing some resin that I'm going to pour out on a nice even layer over the wing. And take your time with this because you don't want it to drip, but you want it all over the wing and out to the edge. Be careful that you don't make your layer too thick, because that will look really odd when they're done. And if you have some air bubbles, you can use a lighter to get them out of there. And do the same with the other wing and leave them for drying at least 24 hours and maybe even more. They need to be all dry before you continue your work. I will let this dry and then I will be back. When the wings are all dry, I turn them around with the other side up, like that. And then I'm going to decorate them with some glitter of some kind. And I am going to put another layer of resin over and let that dry for a few days more. And then your wing should be almost ready. And I took a piece of wire that fits the hole and I bent it and make sure it's not too long in these ends here, so that I can place it here in the back side of her, like that. I have this piece and I have the wings that I made right here. So I'm going to take a piece of white clay. I'm having this piece of white clay, and I am having the rest of my wire right here. I have the little one there and the rest of my wire here, and I'm going to make this part over the wire so that there is room for this one, and squeeze it down over this piece of wire. So this is in between two wings. And I take my wings and find out where they're going to sit. They're going to sit like this. So I'm going to place this wing down into my clay, just like I want it to sit on my doll. And I want this one to go a bit out to the side. And the same with this one. Squeezing it into the clay so it sits exactly like I want it to, making sure that it have a lot of support around where it goes in, so that I'm pretty sure that when I glue the wings on, they will stay like that. And the opening here for the wings can be a bit too wide when you pull them out again, so I'm just closing it a tiny bit, not too much, because we still want the wing to be able to go in there. And then I'm going to take this, pull out the pin so that I have this mark on the bottom of this for the pin to sit in later. I baked this part, so it's all hot now, and I'm going to take some Bake and Bond and put on the back side here. And I took a piece of clay and I squashed it really good down here, and I am going to take and cut up an opening in the ends here for the piece to connect the wings on the doll. And I'm going to place this piece over this metal pin thing here and down in this part, and I'm going to squeeze it really good in there so that the two parts will be connected and the wire will sit in between. And if you have some extra clay going over the edge on your creation, you just cut it off, and when you're happy with this, you bake it again. I baked this part again, so now it's stuck here on this part to go into the back side of the doll. And now I'm going to glue the wings on, and I'm going to do that with epoxy glue. And you need to mix this really carefully. And then I'm going to take my wings and I'm just going to dip the tip here in the glue, and I'm going to place it where it needs to be, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other wing. And when you're ready, it's just a matter about letting it dry. I will do that off camera because it's teasing me right here, so yeah, I will do this off camera and then I will be back. But glue the wings into the holes. So when the glue has dried, you have your wings on this tiny piece of clay with the two pegs, and you have your doll. And what you do is you just take these two pegs and place them into the back of your doll like that. And there you have the wings sitting nicely on the back. And they are sitting really firm and good right there, so they don't fall off just like that.